This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.
Up a little bit, so they changed some things on pit road and sent him back out. Jamie?
Bobby Labonte said the tight on exit is killing him. His car's not terrible, though. He worked his way all the way from 16th up to 5th. He said it's coming around, but it's continually tight. They're going to make a track bar and air pressure adjustment. Guys?
Pit stops continuing. The 29 car of Jeff Burton down pit road for his final stop. Mike.
And you hit the nail on the head, Doc. He said he was looking for 2/10. That's what he needs to catch the 18 car today. Also said he's having some trouble bottoming out. There's trouble on the racetrack. The 41 slaps the wall.
Kyle Krusaloff spinning the 41 car.
I need some tires, Brian.
That will bring out.
Cal.
That'll bring out the third caution flag today here with just 45 laps to go. The 32 car is the only one that had not been on pit road, so Brian Vickers, the beneficiary of this latest caution flag. There's Vickers in the same car. He sat on the pole with at Las Vegas and had a great run there until he cut a tire, and now he will get the pit under the caution flag.
I'm not sure he didn't come down pit road right as that caution was coming out. This is always a confusing period when a caution flag flies right in the middle of green flag stops.
Yeah, 16, I was watching him. It looked like as he was coming in, and I thought that he just was too fast trying to get in the pits, and all of a sudden he came back out, and obviously his spotter did a really good job of keeping.
Here's the reason for the caution flag. Kyle Krusaloff making his third start of the year for Chip Ganassi, and the car just goes around on him.
Yeah, that's that transition that we talked about earlier about how difficult it is when you come out of that banking, you all of a sudden are on a flat racing surface, and if you don't have the back of the car hooked up completely under you, then that's exactly what will happen. What to do and what's going to be the best scenario for myself and my family. And we can all speculate and think we know what's best for Bobby Labonte, but he and his family are the only ones that really know that answer.
Bobby had laryngitis early in the week, and I got here and talked to him, and I think a lot of people said, it's just the stress of everything happening. The sponsor move from the 43 at the end of this year, and everyone coming to me. Bobby looked at me with a twinkle and said, couldn't pick a better time to have laryngitis. I can't answer any of those questions. Oh!
Right in front of you, right in front of you, right in front of you.
Caution number 4 on the day, and it's the 41 car again of Kyle Krusaloff.
This is the same car that brought out the
Take it to the garage.
The last caution. But now here we go, boys. We've got 10 laps to go.
Very interesting.
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, because you know that if Kyle Busch stays out there as the leader, then these guys, we have 13 cars right now on the lead lap, and you're going to have Carl Edwards getting his lap back. Those guys may decide to stay out there, and if they stayed out there as a group, or at least 8 or 9 of them, then you might not have enough laps left. So what do you do there, crew chief?
Well, if I'm Kyle Busch's crew chief, I'm going to leave him out there. I think that's the move right here, and kind of put it in his hands. Got a fast race car and a talented race car driver. I just don't want to see him have to make up some ground and make something happen back in the pack.
Show you again what happened to the 41 car of Kyle Krusaloff, looking from Dale Earnhardt Jr.'s onboard camera.
He might have got a little bit of help. Now that's, you see, Tony Stewart's actually the one that got into the back of the 41, but that's kind of you put yourself in that position when you're holding up a faster car. That's why it's a lot of times.
Not going to waste any time. Boy, you're looking to the inside on the bottom of the track for David Reagan to take the third spot away. Reagan trying to drive back and hang tough with those fresh tires for McMurray. And the 21 of Bobby Labonte holding the bottom of the racetrack.
Not going to see a lot of patience right here. You see these guys are all over each other.
You see up in front is Clint Boyers trying to get to Jeff Burton and get into second.
And oh, by the way, that 20 car, Tony Stewart, is there, but he's obviously got some issues, got smoke billowing out from the right front.
Yeah, you wonder if he got into somebody on that restart. Looks like the right front's buckled. Oh, yeah. From the last caution, I guess they didn't take time to fix any of that.
So Stewart was running in 7th, now drops back to 9th by virtue of that smoking right front there, trying to hang on with Leffler on the outside. Kyle Busch trying to hang on, 5 laps to go. Burton behind him in the 29 car. Mike.
Well, Doc, when the caution comes out with just 10 laps to go, you're running second. Well, it's decision time. Jeff Burton and Pat Smith as crew chief. It appears they were on different pages.
Damn it, we should have pit. I knew we should have pit. Pat, that is not even a decision, man. I hear you. You got to pit with 10. It's going to be 8 laps, man. I guess what we've got. I should have just pitted.
And Jeff Burton said just before that option not to pit that tires were huge and that he wanted them, but they elected to stay on the racetrack, guys.
The only problem with that decision is you can see now that it was the wrong decision, but as a crew chief, you're sitting up there running second. You don't know what those guys are going to do behind you. And once Burton saw everybody come in behind him, he knew that he should have pitted, but it's just too late.
Burton's 2 teammates, Boyer behind him now. Burton is second, Boyer is third, and then Labonte is 4th, as those guys are trying to see battle it for second position. And the 18 car, Dave, continuing just to pull away.
And Doc, that was as hard a decision for those guys. They knew the tires would add at least a second to their lap times, reduce them by, so they talked about coming down. At the final, they left it in Kyle's hands. Driver, you make the decision. He says, I'm staying out.
3 wide here with 2 laps to go. David Reagan trying to hold on in front of Leffler and Earnhardt Jr.
The junior had stayed in front of the leader before the last caution and got his lap back. He went in and got tires, trying to work his way back to get near the top 5 here. Now these guys talking, they probably needed 4 tires and about 30 horsepower if they were going to deal with Kyle Busch. Now I think they could have got the tires and fuel, but they weren't going to be able to get the horsepower here.
White flag waving to Kyle Busch, who's had all kinds of issues here in the 2008 NASCAR Nationwide Series season. He spun while leaving at Nashville. He cut a tire. He broke a shock mount. He's been involved in an accident. He has not gone to victory lane in 2008. He is a half a lap away from changing that. Here he comes.
You guys, thanks for sticking with me. DLP, Kyle Busch, victory lane in Texas. Woo!
Kyle Busch gets his first win in 2008 in dominant fashion at Texas.
Can't keep a good man down. Not forever.
Great effort by Kyle and the entire crew. Let's head down where Jamie Little is caught up with Jason Ratcliffe.
This copyrighted telecast may not be reproduced, retransmitted, or used in any form without the authorized written consent of NASCAR Broadcasting. NASCAR would like to thank all of our loyal fans for your continued support, and we hope you enjoyed today's broadcast.